The Villa Empain in Brussels is one of the most outstanding architectural artifacts ever. It was created by the Swiss architect Michel Boulac for the new rich baron Louis Empain in 1932. It was created to impress the local aristocratique in Brussels to show that Louis Empain had at least the money to be one of them. Therefore, Louis Empain hired the locally well-known Swiss architect Michel Boulac to create an outstanding house that shows being rich and that shows careless egocentrism to everyone who will come close to this house. This house is simply beautiful in every matter. For me, this house is a product of perfect decadence, but in a positive way. Let's start our journey into the endlessly careless space of being rich and of those who want to be. The facades are all covered with natural stones, both outside and most of the interior facades as well. In my opinion, this was the main reason why Louis Empain stated, after he lived in the completed house for about 3 weeks, that this house is an artwork, but not habitable. That means it's beautiful, but you don't feel comfortable living in it. Yes, the interior facades in the main hall, the biggest room of the house, are covered with grey natural stone, even the floor as well. That creates a feeling of elegance, but also a feeling of distance and maybe coldness. What I love about this house the most is the idea to separate the main hall from the private living rooms on the garden side through a fence. This is the only house that I know where this element of architecture is used inside a building and not outside. It shows you are allowed to go in and you are not. It creates an atmosphere of delicate selection. The people who are allowed to enter the club of the privileged are separated from the plebs through a gutter. This architectural element, in my opinion, creates the largest social distance possible. Also is this wall between the unnecessary large hall and the private living room space separated through a double wall, which is beautifully elaborated through an Art Deco relief and through a neoclassicistic covered ceiling which surface is covered with real silver. The living room area itself is comparatively small. It consists of a living room area with 2 sofas and access to the big terrace on the left-hand side and of a dining area on the other side. Overall, the gesture of the dividing gutter that separates the hall and the so-called reception, that did not offer any seating furniture, creates an atmosphere of distance and maybe coldness. So that is why we are happy that the house offers a more cozy space to its owner, and that one allows the most of the whole house. It is very private and on the other hand still decadent, same as the whole villa is. Since the main living room, which is more a reception to welcome and impress guests, is so inhabitable, so not comfortable to live in, the real main room of the house is the salon privé. I like that room very much because it expresses the feeling of leave me alone, I lock the door and enjoy myself and maybe a few of my maîtresses here inside while the door is locked and the world outside can do whatever it wants. This private area consists of 2 floors. The actual salon privé is a private living room on the first floor, including a private bar, and another room on the second floor, which can be accessed to a small private staircase, which again is divided into 2 parts, a living area and a bedroom zone. This cocoon is the perfect retreat room to escape from the world. You can sleep here, enjoy yourself, in the morning go down to have a drink, without having to see any one of your guests outside or your stuff. This room is perfectly connected as well to the official master bedroom on the second floor and to the personal office, including the private archives on the first floor. So you can basically navigate perfectly in that private space without having to see anyone. The great peculiarity, this is the only area in that very representative house where the interior facades are not covered by either plastic or natural stone, but by wood. The door, as well as the surrounding areas around the door, are covered by root wood, the most expensive wood available. Overall, it is an outstanding, extremely decadent mansion which only loves one thing, the owner himself.